Summer's over, and this is the 4th episode of Scott Reviews. I'm Scott, and today we're going to be looking at Avery Johnson's part for Enter the Museum on Thrasher. Now, Avery Johnson's Marc Johnson's son, so basically we all want to know is where the hell is the Marc Johnson footage, and does this make up for it? So, yeah, he's under the wing of Tom Karangelov now, who's definitely one of the most creative skaters out there. So we're going to check and see what Avery has taken from Dad and what he's taken from Tom, and just see if we like it. So, without further ado, let's get started. I like that animation. And I really dig the Namjoon Pike video art history lesson that Tom and Matt Bublitz, I believe, is the director of Enter the Museum. And kind of like that analog digital look that they're giving as we're taking a look at Avery. And that's the thing, is I feel like he's made such a split from Marc Johnson, and like the style of tricks he does, you never see Marc do that. I think Marc was much more serious, and you've got Gen Z coming in now and kind of breaking a lot of the norms that we were so used to in skateboarding in the 90s and the 2000s. I can't speak to the 90s too much, but definitely the 2000s, there was still a lot of stigma aligned with how you're supposed to look. And I think Avery is speaking to like the Maple days almost of Marc, but ride-on grinds, just definitely a unique approach. That's tricky. Crazy looking late shoves, but he's showing that he's got, like, he can get super tech, he can get simple. Smith grind flat bar over the double set, no problem. And this spot, I don't know, I just haven't been skated in 20 years since the feedback video. They put poles in, and he's 50-50 pole jam. Yeah, I'm not faulting anybody for Wallies. It's probably my favorite trick. And what was that, pressure flip back 180? Lip the bumps to nose grind? Come on. Now, Dad would nose manual, nollie big spin to switch manual. That. Everything goes back to Free Your Mind, the Transworld video. And low-C grinds are making a comeback. Like, I saw it happening on Vert starting out, and then you got Max Palmer and Deshaun Jordan doing them, and there's a couple other people that are doing some really nice low-C grinds and making them not look lame. But there was that guy in the Foundation video, I think his name's Ryan, didn't he, like, backside flip 50-50 that? So front 180, yeah. I think he's learning Blender.
Oh shit! Oh. Bro! What was that, dude?
I don't know. But we're definitely getting that, like, 90s grunge feel with this track. Nose blunt pop in, surfing out. From the Louis video, I like the up down. It reminds me of like a video game cheat code. A little bit of lens flare. That rail is so crusty. I don't know how you can trust yourself to do blunt slides like that. It just immediately fall to my face. I think there's a lot of similar spots in this, not a lot, but a couple from Peter Raffin's video. This is crazy. I want to skate that. I've only got like a 50-50 around it, but it'd be fun. That was amazing. Front board up, just nice and simple. Again, like, he just goes back and forth between being like, I can do anything that I want, versus just doing something basic. 50-50 back 180. The little kid trick, deluxe, 50-50 kickflip. And yeah, see, we're back at this spot too. but no slide 270, just like the nice hold on that. Big rail chomper. Just how still he was to fall out of the Smith to nose manual. This too, like, these combos just... And how do you tail slide chain link? Becksmith. You know, just spots for days. And again, like you're hanging out with spot hunter Tom Karangelov. Hopefully that's the right way to say it, but that's the way I say it. So for now, that's what you got to deal with. It was a nice 360 flip, a little bit over rotated. My ankles feel that, just like how many times you have to try that over and over to land and have the right momentum and speed and shoulder position. And this one, you know, you start thinking like wrecking ball, like, did he touch? No. Perfect. Yeah, he took the game and upped it a level, and I think that's, you know, kind of what we see when there's the offspring of skateboarders that were professional before. You know, they've got a different look at it, and probably more of like a philosophical understanding at a young age from like listening to their parents talk about it. So like when you've got somebody as talented and as incredible as Marc Johnson is on a skateboard, and you just grow up around it, even if you're just like not even, I feel like Avery, I think I was first made aware of him when he was like 7 in Thrasher magazine. They made some comment about Marc Johnson and his kid, and I think just like being around it, he never took it seriously. He was doing other things, he was trying to be different, and eventually just found out that he is a skateboarder. And again, growing up, learning all of those things, and being able to have mentors, new people in the community, those connections that you're able to like kind of, I mean, listen, he's entitled. It's privilege that that's what you grow up with, versus the skaters of the 90s who were, you know, stuck in a garage by themselves, or had a very small group of people that were being made fun of all the time. Skateboarding has gotten to a spot where it's popular. You know, we made it to the Olympics. We've gone through a lot, and you're reaping the benefits of this new exposure, and we all are. You know, it used to be harder to get skateboards, harder to go places. People would hassle you more. Like now, it's kind of just understood. You know, get out of here, and it generally works out pretty well that way, as long as you're not, you know, trespassing, breaking into property, being a wild and crazy hooligan. People are generally pretty understanding that you're just having fun. So I think Avery's in good hands, and I'm really interested in seeing more from him. But it wasn't. I think, you know, it's too hard. Like I don't have the same issue with Steve Olson and Alex Olson, or some of the others. But like with Marc, I have such a high respect and then I guess expectation. So for Avery, I'm gonna say it's a 7 out of 10. Really, really great, but I feel like it kind of drags in certain spots. He's trying to figure out what he wants to be, so he's got a lot of everything in there, and maybe this could have been a couple of different edits that came out, and then one that was more cohesive, where he's really just like pushing that grind to manual selection. I think it kind of feels, again, like the curse of the Johnsons with Fully Flared, where Marc did 3 songs and people said he was a little bit overzealous. But, you know, in that case, very deserved. This is Avery's rookie part, and he's got the tutelage of some great people behind him. So that's going to be it for Scott Reviews. So please like and subscribe. Tell your friends to give me feedback on the channel, and let me know who else you'd like to see. Have a great day.